we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bucks, off to a great start this season, currently in second. And, of course, the Bulls, a half game back.
And I think for Milwaukee, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Right. They knew teams would be gunning for them night in and night out. That's only fueled their commitment to putting a great product on the floor.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the 5, down low. And for Chicago, White and Levine team up. Oh, the power on that throwdown!
The creativity, extreme athleticism. You see why Zach's won the dunk contest multiple times.
Always an intriguing part of the early season, Steve. Teams that are outperforming the expectations, and they look much different than we thought they would.
Yeah, you have those teams, and that's what you love. Those teams, all of us experts, we say where they're going to finish. They end up 3 or 4 slots up, and then those are the teams that just get that momentum. They get going. They have great team chemistry, and they outdo our expectations.
And Bledsoe, here we go, lays it up off the glass. Bledsoe's got 5 points so far.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Back to Levine from outside the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got his second bucket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Here's Antetokounmpo, offline with the baseline jumper.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
And it's White missing. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. The kick out to Giannis. Drummond trying to get himself free. Nice D from Levine.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
A rebound by the Bucks. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls this season.
Yeah, some history here, though. Of course, they won that first-round series in last year's playoffs and ended up sending them packing. Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Pass to White. And again, Chicago. No good. There's the steal. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, Patrick. That's good on the jump shot.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Milwaukee in the lead. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I was able to speak with Chicago's head coach. Naturally, their defensive game plan centers around the Greek freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the league's most feared slasher. Kevin, they will do everything they can to keep him out of the lane. Maybe that includes playing 7 or 8 guys at a time.
Thank you, David. 5 on the clock. Here's White, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for Milwaukee. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
Yeah, they got into a terrific flow offensively, but a lot of that was because the defense they were facing was mediocre.
Yeah, it seemed like they got every shot they wanted. I'm sure they wish every game could be that way.
Pass to the great one. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Another shot. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Hard not to bite on Drummond's pump fake. You have to get up quick to have any chance to contest this shot.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
White the pass to Markkanen. Here's Levine. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Here's Giannis. Middleton on the wing, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
All right, a moment to check out the stats for Andre Drummond. Coming off a terrific season. He was around 7 points a game last year, 14 rebounds, and almost 2.5 blocks. And he knows how to use that big body to control the paint.
He's a bull inside. Let me tell you, when he starts to get that look in his eye, just get out of his way.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Giannis outside. Bledsoe against White. Pulls up. And the shot falls short this time.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
It's Drummond with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. The pass to the great one. Second shot opportunity from downtown. Offensive rebound and another shot, and it's Giannis missing.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Gafford passes to White. Lobs it up for Levine. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
You love the execution here. Well-timed pass. Zach LaVine showing off that 41-inch vertical.
Here's Giannis. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Tries again. He gets that one. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Smitty, you watch Market. He's just built for the modern NBA.
Yes, he's an incredible weapon on the pick and pop with his shooting touch. You could see that being his go-to move, Kevin, for a long time. And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
And it's White missing. The Bucks trail. Passes to the great one. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Here's White. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And probably more of a...
Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's the great one. And it's McCloud. And at the one. And it's Giannis missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
Here's Levine. And too long on the shot. Bucks trail by 12. Pass to the great one. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Over Markkanen. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Flexing the power. Drummond takes the hit, finishes through it. Quintuple and one.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for the Bucks. The Bucks have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made. Free throw, no good for Drummond.
I love this. Andre Drummond has gone on record saying he is one of the last true centers in the league. Hard to argue with that statement, given how Drummond has played.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. The great one outside Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks miss again.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
Rebounding and defense, Drummond provides Smitty. Feels similar to an old school center.
Yeah, it does. Drummond is still very effective, even without having an outside shot. But he's gotten better at that. Most centers now can shoot threes, but Drummond is happy to stick to what he does best.
Ball against Bledsoe. And it's LaVine that time on the assist from Wall. And that's now 11 points for Zach LaVine. And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut back down to 8 points. They needed that one from the great one.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Here on the 2K leaderboard are the rebounding leaders from a season ago. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Third is Andre Drummond.
But these guys are always around the hoop, always with the nose for the ball. A dominant season inside for both.
On the wing, LaVine. Antetokounmpo defending. Lets it go from deep. The Bulls keep it alive. Markkanen finds Wall, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Giannis. Up and in on the layup. Giannis has got 14 points.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Here's Gafford, defended by Drummond. LaVine, good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
There's the pass to the great one. Now Giannis. And close in the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And both free throws good for Giannis. Chicago leading by 6. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Pacers delivered quite a performance. He had 42 points, and he did a great job of letting the game come to him, connecting on a number of his shots. His numbers were off the charts. He was unguardable, and he knew it. He took advantage of it. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious he was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Wall finds Markkanen. A fadeaway, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
And an elite part of Markkanen's skill set, those refined, repeatable shot mechanics.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Gafford passes to LaVine. Pass to Markkanen. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard said.
Count that one. And that's now 7 points for Eric Bledsoe.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
LaVine wide open. From outside, off the mark.
And just not able to find the target target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
Now a chance to see the numbers for Middleton, how he did last season. He put up about 6 points per game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. Not bad numbers, but for a player of his talent, you have to think he can do more.
Well, sometimes even the best hit a little flat spot. It's natural. He'll get on a roll, and I think he'll be fine.
Chalk up 2 there. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Giannis high post. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The Bulls leading by 4. Out to the wing. Wall passes to Gafford. Back to Wall. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Gafford, that's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one. Milwaukee's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. All against Bledsoe. Passes it to the Great One. Basket, good. The Great One's got 8.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Patrick covered by Giannis. Patrick passes to Markkanen. And here's Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Leaner from distance. Rebound, Milwaukee. Drummond's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Steve, the player tracking data is kind of an interesting thing. It's a big part of scouting now. In fact, AI can accumulate that right from the TV feed, which to me is amazing.
It is. I think if it doesn't distract or take away from our game, to have that type of information live and from a player being able to play in a game, I think it's helpful for everything, for scouting, for, I would say, health reasons, for guys, conditioning. I love it, as long as it doesn't distract from the game.
That's a good point. Knocked away. And White kicks to Levine. Inside. Here's Markkanen. Down it goes. His 3rd basket. He's now 3 for 4.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Launches a 3. And it's White with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking.
With 1 on the clock. That shot off. And so it's Chicago, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Then there's Markkanen, and it's Gafford in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. White looking around. Back to Markkanen. 6 to shoot. The pass to Levine. From deep three-point range, Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pass to Bledsoe. Count the basket. Bledsoe's got 11.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Outside, Markkanen. Passes it to Gafford. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Here's Markkanen. Pass to Gafford. Outside, Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Again, Levine missing.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Left side, Markkanen. And again, Chicago. No good.
Only 1 for 4 in this half. Sometimes it's execution. Sometimes the shots just don't go down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. They've held a 12-point lead early. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Attacking with purpose. Levine takes the contact, finishes strong, now goes to the line for one more.
And Smitty, with all that he's been through, you can't question Zach LaVine's love of the game.
You're so right. It's crazy to think Levine wasn't even a starter in college, but he's worked so hard to improve. The way he has fought back from injuries and continually dedicated himself to the game, something to admire.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Patrick. Gets a very good look and converts. He's got 8.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Drains it from beyond the arc. Middleton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chicago leading by 6. Picked his pocket. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo, nobody back.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's White. 10 points for him. And there's the pass to Gafford. Pass to Levine. Just 5 to shoot. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Levine's got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Bledsoe passes to the great one. Goes up again, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And he makes the first. Coaches talk about young players needing to experience the playoffs to understand that level. Smitty, why is that so hard to simulate without going through it?
Kevin, reason why is in the playoffs, everything is taken to another level. Also, you're seeing this team night in and night out. They know your plays, you know their plays. It comes down to just execution, and you can't have careless turnovers or those brain freezes you have in the regular season.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Wall. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. The shot by Bledsoe, nobody around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists tonight. Wall passes to Gafford. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Bulls trail by 4. Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Well, while we have a second. And for the Bulls, they're shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Outside, Wall. Here's Levine. He nails it, and we're tied up. Levine's got 11 points in the quarter.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Holmes with it. He's picked up by Wall. Now, here's Holmes. Here's Giannis. That one off the back iron and out.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
For the lead. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Outside, Wall. And the basket by Hutchison. Hutchison's got 5.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's the great one. Drummond trying to get himself free. That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from the great one. .114 left in the third. Passes it to Gilbert. Here's Hutchison. 5 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Hutchison's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
Outside, Levine. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from the great one. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
At the teardrop, and Levine lays it in. Levine's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Sometimes when Levine doesn't want to challenge at the rim, he goes to the floater.
Pass to the great one. Nice D from Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. A pull-up. Not going to go that time.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Let's be the one that just plays hard.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter, they've got Bledsoe. Antetokounmpo is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's the great one, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 3 spot. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. And no good that time. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Hutchison passes to Levine. Nice D from the great one. And the Bucks, they're shooting from the field. 44%, not bad. Here's Antetokounmpo. Misses in close.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Down the stretch, this is when they need him the most, and he is delivering.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
He misses the free throw. The Bulls making a switch here. That one misses. Chicago leading. Outside, Levine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability. And with this team, Zach LaVine has been thrust into the role of the leader. Still young in his own right, but as a rising star and a large part of the future, responsibilities have fallen in his lap.
Down low. Got a piece of it. Feeds the Wall. And Wall slams it home.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. Not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Antetokounmpo. And for Levine, he is the best scorer on the team. And you know what, Smitty? He should be a leader.
You're right. And that isn't something that's easy to step right into. After losses pile up, you feel more pressure and want to take over every game. Zach LaVine should be up to the task, but it will take some adjustments.
And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Bulls. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line.
It was crucial to add to their lead and make it a two-possession game, and he did enough there at the line to make that happen.
Bucks trail by 4. To the middle, here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
You know what? Nice job there on the attack at the rim, drawing the contact.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. He gets it in there.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Antetokounmpo. And that one, good. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points in the quarter.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
And the pass to Gilbert. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Here's Leaf. His three-pointers off the mark. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The shot's good from the great one.
There were a lot of ways he could have finished that one, but he decided to keep it classy with the finger roll.
For Chicago, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Levine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Patrick. 5 to shoot. Over Giannis. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Trying to finish out the game strong, you have to recognize who has the hot hand and get him the ball.
Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
Outside, Levine. Down low, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Beautiful find by Levine there. Takes his time to survey the floor.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Stolen. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Ball against Bledsoe. Ball with the bounce pass. 4 on the shot clock. 13 feet away. Levine can't hit.
Decent look from mid-range, but there may have been a better option for them in that set.
They double him with Wall. And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
No clue where that pass was going.
Here's White, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. And that one falls for White. NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar, there's no off-season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the off-season. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
Inside, and Markkanen throws it down.
The ability to play inside out. The more Markkanen attacks the rim, the more he creates opportunities for their perimeter game.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's the great one. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from the great one.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here comes Bledsoe all alone. Bucket is good. And the Bucks lead by 12.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
To the paint. Here's Markkanen. And it's Chicago scoring again.
You have to be impressed with the way this kid shoots the ball. Markkanen built for that mid-range game.
Bledsoe passes to the great one. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist. Bledsoe's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
It's so smooth in the pick and roll. Love seeing White there with the right pass.
And there's the basket, good from the great one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
To the inside. Middleton on the wing. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
White the pass to Markkanen. The shot comes out. Giannis with some nice D. Inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Milwaukee.
So so no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? What the matchup is, you never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you.